Hello everybody, welcome to another weekly market breakdown with Collins View Peeps. And yeah, last week was actually a really profitable week, one of the the first week in a long time without a loss. I believe I traded almost every day, but not every day, because of not every day you get to see your entry opportunity and all. Yeah, but all the same, I'd like for us to dive down into what we have for the weekend. Yeah, if you haven't subscribed, do that, like, and I promise there's gonna be a lot of educational content coming every week. I don't know why my hair is aligned like this, it feels weird, sorry, but either ways don't really matter. Yeah, without any further ado, let's dive right into what we have for today. I don't really have much to say. I'm just always here to teach what I have to teach and do what I have to do, for the community. All right, so for the week, we're also going to be going back to EURUSD, and before anything, here's a disclaimer. Okay, every services everything in this video is just mainly for educational purposes. I'm not a financial advisor, so all I do is education and entertainment. Okay, yeah. If you don't have any knowledge about the forex market, I believe you should do, and any decision you make should be based off of your own analysis. Okay, so let's go into the charts. Okay, yeah, this is EURUSD, and what you see, if you remember, last week the analysis said that there was going to be a sell from here, and if you see our Fibonacci aligns with the sell, okay, as you can see, this is the Fibonacci discount zone. And what did I say? The market was going to create a new low. I predicted the market was going to create a new low, and for most of the week, this was what happened. The market did go back down to create a new low. So let's see how that occurred. All right. So firstly, we'll be going down to the 15 minutes to do our previous week analysis and see what happened, the trades I took. Okay, yeah, for Monday rather. Okay, this reacted from the 1 hour zone and dropped, but trust me, there was 15 minutes other block here. So while all this was dropping, I wasn't part of the market. Then I noticed at this breaker zone here, there was a break of structure. At this place here, so I set my entry, and as you can see, the market came down beautifully. Let me go down to the 5 minutes. I believe you see that clearly there. There was a break of structure here, so I set my entry here, and as you can see, the market did come back down here and the buyers continued. Okay, but this, I wasn't actually in this trade, but because I wasn't in the market. Okay, but if I was, trust me though, this is going to be my second entry. Right, because as you can see, this was another break of structure. The market came back for the third time before it continued pushing. Alright, so yeah, this was a 1 to 5. Actually, I held it all the way to these highs. Okay, I held it all the way to these highs. Yeah, and actually I held it all the way to this highs, and I was hoping to catch the sales because I didn't set my entry here just yet. I was waiting to catch the sales, hoping to see a break of structure before the entry, but the market is the market. When did this happen? This happened by 2-3. I believe I was at a friend's place already, okay with the opportunity I already caught here. So I missed out on the beginning of the sales. Yeah. Then for Tuesday, there was a sell opportunity that presented also here. After the market is bullish reacting from this supply, there was a sell opportunity here, which ended up reaching a 1 to 12 potential, but I held it all the way to, yeah, why? I trailed my, I've been learning to trail my stop loss to secure my profit. Okay, so there are sometimes you trail and the market keeps going and doesn't hit your stop loss, like something like this here. You see, even if you keep trailing, the market doesn't hit your stop loss till it gets to the supply zone or the points of interest, whichever one you call it. So this, I was hoping for that to occur too as well. So after the market retraced all the way to this point, my stop loss was actually placed here. though with partials taken out. And as you can see, the market came back, liquidated me, reacting from this internal order block. With an internal order block here, as you can see, after grabbing all this liquidity, the market reacted from this internal order block. Then the sales continued to drop. Alright, so yeah, this was a trade that, okay, no loss, but I made a little bit of profit with it. I'm fine with that. Then for Wednesday, as you can see, the market wasn't really doing anything much today, and I avoided the market because my entry criteria did not play out here. Alright, my entry criteria did not play out here. I never trusted the markets. I was hoping for it to come back all the way to these highs, or probably keep selling all the way to these demands here. Okay, so I never really participated in the market. Still, I noticed, if you see the breaker, here, tried to hold in this position but failed. Alright, so I noticed this imbalance here, so I believed this was going to be a flip zone, like, you know, the support turned into resistance. Okay, this was a support zone, now that I believe it turned into resistance. So I was present in the market for Wednesday morning. Noticed the buys all the way to this up, and if you see, look down here, there's what, a divergence, a bearish divergence. Okay, you can find this indicator in trading view. It's the divergence indicator. Okay, there was a bearish divergence here, so immediately the market got way to this zone. I placed the sell with a 5 pip stop loss, so we ended up riding it all the way to this 1.5 zone with a trailing. We throwed the, okay, I believe I didn't throw the stop loss this time because I noticed some imbalance here, and I was hoping for the market to come back and take this, to come back, react for me, and continue selling. Okay, so I didn't trail, my mistake, but no problem with that because I still ended the day with profits. Yeah, the market came back, a little bit of the profit we banked went, but you know, it was all good. There was no hard feelings. I already made my money for the day. So this was on Wednesday. Okay, this was on Wednesday. Okay, this was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Okay, this is Thursday. This is on Thursday. What is happening on Thursday? Yeah, so now what do we expect to see? Market take this Asian low. I expect to see the market take this Asian low. Oh, as you see, it did take this Asian low, reacting from this supply, buy from this demand rather, but as you see, this was more like a liquidity grab with just a weak, with it just weaken the position out. Okay, just weak the position out, then you continue buying. Alright, so for Friday, what did we see? There's an extreme position here, there was an extreme sell position here, so I was presenting the market to see and observe what is happening. As you can see, this was the Asian high, grabbed the Asian high liquidity, creating a low here. So the entry was set, as you can see, 10 pip stop loss. I was hoping for it to create a new low, but what happened? We went to 1 to 2.3. It partials out already, so it partials out already, and I was able to trail my stop loss all the way to these zones here. I was able to trail my stop loss all the way to this zone here to avoid any other loss. And I waited to see if there was going to be a sell opportunity presenting from there again as well, and as you can see, I took another sell opportunity here, and with a strong conviction that the market was going to sell for NFP. The market was going to sell for NFP. Trust me, I noticed these buys, but I wasn't too focused on that. You know, I was more focused on the higher time frame, which I was looking at, which were the sales, and yeah, what happened was I was ready to break even. The NFP came out, and as you can see, boom, I'm out. Alright, that was how my week really ended. Okay, so I'll be deleting all this now. I'll be deleting all this, or rather, let's dive right into a new chart and see what we have for the week. Now, going down to the higher time frame right now. 1 week. Okay, this is out. This is out. This is out. This is out. Okay, I want to set up a clean chart. So 1 week. Looking at the weekly. First, let me do this. Okay, looking at the weekly, what do you see? High, higher low, higher high, higher low. And what does the market look like? It's about to create a new higher high, and what we see here, there's a possibility of it liquidating these highs here, but then the zone still stands. Okay, the zone still stands, but remember, if it creates 3 higher highs in this zone and still refuses to break, there's a tendency that most likely to keep buying, alright, but still, we have no control over the market. We just have to be there to observe and see what happens. But right now, what does the weekly tell us? The weekly tell us is telling us that we are bullish. Okay, weekly indicates we're bullish. What does the daily say? Okay, I want to start something. I don't know if it's gonna work. Let's see. Text. Okay, so text, let's see something. Weekly bullish. Daily bullish. Okay, weekly bullish, daily bullish. Alright, as you can see, the daily just broke a high here, reacting from where, came back, mitigated this, reacting from this. Did it touch the candle? Okay, never did touch the candle, but the market is the market. Okay, reacted from this demand, the daily demand here, closing down all the imbalance. Daily demand here, closing down all the imbalance. And what do we see now? A new break of structure. So with that in mind, what do? This was the low, the previous low. Remember, I liquidated that with just a week, liquidated this low with just a week. Okay, so remember that this is the new daily demand. This is the new daily demand, and what's this out? Okay, this is the new daily demand, the break of structure here, higher time frame BOS. So for the coming week, we're just focused on the buy opportunities. There might be a retracement all the way to these zones. If there's no clear, the only way I'll be taking a sell all the way to the zone is if I see a reaction from the supply and I see a break of structure, which indicates that the market is trying to retrace all the way to these zones. Okay, because this happened in a day. Doesn't mean it has to come back here in a day. It might take some days to come back here. So with us being present in the market, you have to be observant, and not just observant, you have to understand what you're seeing. So as you can see right now, the daily is bullish. Let's go down to the 4-hour. Okay, 4-hour is what's very much bullish. Is our text? Sorry. I think there should be visibility hours as well. Okay. So the 4-hour. 4-hour is bullish. Is bullish. Okay, everything right now is bullish. Okay, my higher time frame now already indicates that I'm bullish. Okay, this I trade based off of this higher time frame. Based off this higher time frame. My higher time frame now is telling me that we are bullish. All right, we are very much bullish. Okay, so let's go down to the 1-hour. Looking at all this, everything seems unclear. Okay, this was the last mitigation before the buys. Let's try to see what Fibonacci indicates. putting in mind this never reacted from, there's a demand here which never reacted from. Okay, so keeping in mind this might hold, but this has a lower probability of holding, very low probability of holding. Okay, but still this might hold because the market might also react from this zone, then keep on selling till this low is here. Okay, creating a new low. But for now the 4 hour is bullish without no sign of reacting from the supply. Okay, it's not reacting from the supply yet. We're seeing the bullish movements. So what we have here, this is the zone of the Fibonacci. Okay, so I'll be going on to the 15 minutes, looking at it at the 1 hour and the 1 hour, the 4 hours. Everything is unclear. There's no clear imbalance or something. Okay, so now what do we see here? A little bit of imbalance left. This indicates a lower time frame breaker. So this indicates a lower time frame breaker. Using this. This indicates a lower time frame breaker, and yeah. Also, I want to show you guys something that I noticed in the 5 minutes of that zone there. There's something very tiny, okay, but trust me, it could make a lot of difference with paying attention. That could be the difference between paying attention and just placing your trade. Okay, this was the last imbalance here which reacted from the breaker. As you can see, the market never really got to this zone, reacted from all this place. So I'll be leaving this with just a red line, So notice if it hits there and I see a break of structure, okay, I'll be diving into the market. Alright, so these are the zones we'll be looking for buys. These are the zones we'll be looking to take buys here, here, and here, and we don't take any buys from this zone until we see a break of structure. What time frame? 3 minutes or 5 minutes. Okay, those are the only times you're allowed to take a buy position from there. Alright, okay, this reacted from these sales. All these have been mitigated. Okay, I'm looking at the 15 minutes now, and I see that all these, looking at the 15 minutes, you notice all these have been mitigated. Okay, this is the candle. So one reason why I expect that this is a very weak zone for the market to react from, very weak zone. We should actually be more focused on the buys. Because all our higher time frame is indicating buy opportunities. Okay, Okay, so we should be more focused on the buys, and as you can see, this aligns with this breaker here. Alright, so you cannot go wrong. With that. It's a breaker. Yeah. 4H. Okay, so higher time frame is indicating bullish movement, and yeah, we have to just be focused on this higher time frame. So throughout the week we'll be looking for mostly buy opportunities, because there are sometimes you see a very clear sell that could bring, even if it's a 1 to 2, 1 to 3, trust me, if you see bank goes to that, with what I trade 0.5%, it's 1 to 2, that's a 1%. Okay, so no hard feelings. If I get a 1 to 2 from the sell positions here, why not? I'm grateful for that. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the week, and trust me, you see this. Okay, was it okay? This reacted from that. Alright, yeah, that's pretty much it for the week. Do well to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and as always, this is Collins Clips. Alright, bye. See you guys in the next one.